uh, basically, I want to have the skills necessary to build my own house for one, and be able to work as a team to build houses for others
Mm-hmm.
and make a stable career out of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are you interested in a designer track or like the builder track or enterprise track? Because enterprise track is largely for people who want to start a business elsewhere, but the designer, the civilization designer, that's for when you want to. We'll hire you. We'll work as the crew of 24 people who do that, and then do R&D on the side. So we use that to bootstrap fund, and then we do R&D to complete the global village construction set. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I am interested in the designer track specifically
Uh huh.
because of its more in depth knowledge and rigor I saw based off of the information I was sent.
Yeah. 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 Um, so I've got a question for you on. So we work as a team. Do you know anybody else? Because we're exploring this one way where people would actually come into the program and you bring a friend with you, somebody that's you're kind of accountable to, or you're working as a pair. Do you have anybody in mind that you could potentially bring in a program? Like if you're accepted, you don't have to apply as well. But do you have any people in mind like that, or not really?
Yes, sir. Actually, I was sent one of your Instagram videos by my
Mm-hmm.
friend who is interested in.
Yeah.
It was one of your videos of one of your machines
Yeah.
and
Yep.
the whole process of building it. And he's the one that sent me the picture,
Yeah.
the video, and then I got to your page, and then I was very interested, and I signed up myself. So yes, sir, I do.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So, um, are you still in school right now? What are you doing right now?
I finished my associates in communications, and right now I'm going to the University of North Carolina at Charlotte.
In Charlotte.
So yeah, I'm doing a semester there currently. However, I see this program as something that will give me an equivalent or better shot at having a career that can take me through life and somewhere to start with a stable foundation.
Wow. Okay. Um, yeah. So I mean, for us, we want to. I mean, right now, the bottom line is we got a lot of traffic from the viral video, but only like three applications for the Future Builders Academy. We're not doing something right. I mean, something's not coming together yet. But we want to start the program with 24 people because the promise is that things go fast and you learn more when you have a community around you. So we're gonna have to build up to that. That's why I also ask about if you know people that can do the program with you, so you have a buddy in it that you're accountable to, um, working together. But when, if you were to get into the program, I mean, what's your flexibility of timing? Because for us right now, I mean, the earliest we could think of actually getting people on site would be like around February or something, but that's still only like a few months away. But we don't have people right now. I mean, the people are just not showing up, so we have to do another big push to get people. And I do not want to start without 24 people actually doing it. So tell me more about like your timing and flexibility. Hmm.
In terms of that, I would be available if I finish the process and get accepted in February,
Hmm.
because it's a 4 year track, and I understand that's going to take time. So I want to get started as soon as possible.
Okay, and it could be later. Like if we don't get 24 people by February, can it be later? How flexible are you in terms of postponing that until the point where we do have 24?
And yeah, I'm willing to work on that dimension too. If you do need to postpone it, yes,
Hmm. Hmm. And would you be continuing your studies then at Charlotte?
yes, sir. I would be if the process is postponed. I would continue my studies at Charlotte.
Aha. Okay. Okay. So you've seen the next part, which is actually building a sample module for as part of the application process. Would you be able to do that?
Yeah, yes, sir. I have access to some hand tools, a basic drill.
Mm-hmm,
And if
mm-hmm.
it's a panel wall, I haven't got the blueprints or anything, but I believe I have the capability to get something done.
Okay, okay. Tell me about your background. So you come from? Did you say Kenya? Where was it?
Uh, yeah, I come from Kenya. I immigrated here when I was about 1 years old,
Uh huh.
and I've gone through the traditional schooling system here.
Yeah.
Graduated in Charlotte, and started a semester at my local community college.
Mm-hmm.
Went
Mm-hmm.
there for a few years, paying my way through,
Mm-hmm.
and just transferred over to University of Charlotte to start my undergrad. Yeah.
Undergrad. Yeah. 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 Um, so are you also working at the same time? Like you got a job to make ends meet, or?
Yes, sir. I have a part-time job.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, what's your major? What are you going for?
Right now, I'm going for communications major, and I'm also exploring my options to see what's out there. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I, when I got my associates, I wanted to work on my speech and worked on how I put together my words and my ability to even, let's say, document myself and
Mm-hmm.
understand what it is I want to say before I say it.
Yeah, yeah. And you mentioned in your application, you mentioned about the huge transformation you had, like about losing weight. Tell me more about that. I mean,
Oh yeah. Most of my childhood I spent being, like a chubby boy,
mm-hmm,
and I like when I got into like playing rugby. That was one of the reasons that it was interesting to me because I heard like you could play being a bigger person, and through that program in high school, I learned the basics because before that I never played any sports, but I was
mm-hmm,
able to understand how to use my body on a basic level when I graduated from high school
mm-hmm,
in 2019. I was still pretty overweight and I wasn't feeling confident in myself. In my mind, I thought, oh, playing rugby is going to get you fit, but it didn't really work out that way. So
mm-hmm,
then I had to go back to the drawing board and think, okay, so what can I do now? So I did some more personal research on what it means to have a body and habits that would lead to change.
mm-hmm.
And in 2020, around when the lockdown started,
Yep.
I had a lot more time to a lot more time to focus on those personal matters. And I was able to commit myself to a program that in 6 months led to about 190, no, 90 pounds of weight loss. And I got down to about 165, 170 pounds in that time.
Oh wow, wow, wow. So yeah, congratulations. And what did you learn from that? I mean, so you got motivated. Tell me more like about your psychology and that. So you got motivated to do that. What got you motivated to do that?
Basically, I wanted to see people talk about getting older, you learn things and you change. And I had a difficulty putting plans into action
Mm-hmm.
and seeing those actions like actualized and realized. A lot of the time, especially in like the traditional schooling system, it kind of just, moves you along to where you're just like, you're just there. And even like getting into college and stuff is a process and it is difficult, though it's more about let's say following a set of rules than it is finding out about yourself. So through the process of weight loss, what I learned is what it not even what it takes, about what it means to care about yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and how that care translates from minute to hour to day to week to month to year. And with that, I really learned more about what it is that I enjoy doing, how I enjoy doing things, and habits that, like, after it happened, I didn't want to keep it to myself. I was like, oh, I want to show other people like what they're able to do,
Yeah.
because if I can do this, then what is it? What can other people do, and what can we do together with that type of mindset?
Wow. Okay. Yeah. 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 So, do you have questions about like what the program would look like here?
Um, so on the form it said there would be 2 days of work study and 3 days of like
Class.
schooling
Yep.
traditionally.
Yep.
And so what would a typical day of work study look like?
We're out in the field building homes. So
Mm,
that's that. The other days you're learning. When I think about the building part, 100 tools, 100 skills. There's about 700 modules that go into the entire house. Mastery of all of that by the 4 years, so you can really be efficient, and it's both the design, the build, and the engineering. So how do you actually calculate things that are relevant to a house? How does a house how do you design one and how do you build one? There's three different skill sets, but we put them into one. So the days that are not the build days, so build days, it's like we're building. I mean, it's for real. Um, and then the other days we're studying, either it's CAD or documentation. And the idea is that every month we will, you're responsible for documenting a whole bunch of stuff. So that's kind of what we do. And part of it will actually be submitting, for example, like even the house. Have you ever heard of the Open Source Hardware Association?
no.
Okay, so yeah, they're the organization that stewards the open source hardware world. But you can submit your blueprints to be certified as this is now certified open source hardware. So we're going to do things like submit whether it's the machines or the houses into that. So part of the work is going to be documenting, a lot of documentation work to make things easier to build, and also get the official certification as this is official open hardware. Because right now we're on model number 6 of the house, but we haven't, we're always developing new things, so we actually haven't gotten to do that. If you talk about, so you've seen the Global Village construction set, the 50 tools. Yep. So would you be interested, besides the housing? I mean, would you be interested, like, because what we're gonna try to scale and grow the program pretty effectively. So each 24 people, like in the next 4 years, we're gonna have plan on number of cohorts of people. I mean, one is the house, but then others, the machines. There's the skids, there's the tractor, there's the brick press, there's energy production, there's all kinds of stuff, CNC machines. But would you see yourself, which of the 50, I mean, outside of the house, would you see yourself interested in any of the other ones? Like to actually join as in the 4 year program, we're developing your group project with you're really working on as a group project. So for the end time, you're releasing a new product, whether it's some kind of a new module for the house, like for example, I don't know, like a biodigester or thermal battery as an actual product release. So the expectation is that you will be doing a group project where you actually take something to pretty much a product release. So you don't not only learn to build a home, but also you want to basically select something like what would be a miner, where you take on at least one of the other machines and make that into a product release. Does anything else come to your mind as something you'd like to work on besides the house?
Yeah, I'm pulling up the page now, but from
Yeah,
my original reading of it,
yeah.
the bread making machine just
Okay.
like caught my eye, just because I know that in any civilization, being able to make food consistently is very important.
Okay. Okay. Maybe we'll have you join that project, but we'll see. I mean, the idea is that It's ambitious, but if we're gonna finish, so our goal is to scale like crazy right now because we have a way to fund it through the actual house builds. So we're gonna try to get bodies, just like we got so many people to sign up for the builder crash course. We're gonna try
Hmm.
to pull off the same, where we got just massive applications happening for the the actual apprenticeship. Because I mean, look, 20 million views. There's like 100 or so inquiries, or 100 or 200 many signups for the builder crash course. But I mean, get a load of this for the apprenticeship 3. I mean, man, there's something wrong. We're not doing something right, so we're gonna look at fixing that. Do you have any thoughts on why it's so difficult for somebody to actually take on and apply for the actual big program? Because I don't believe it. Like, some people tell me, oh well, yeah, you got to onboard people first. They're going to check out the builder crash course, and then they go forward. When I think about that, yeah, it's true, but no, that's not the way. We shouldn't have to be in that kind of onboarding. I think we can offer something that's clear. Okay, here's a clear value. Here you're committing to it, and no jokes, you're in. So, but we haven't really found what that communication or what that message is. Any thoughts on that?
Uh, I think you have to walk the line between how much information you're putting out to the general public and how willing they are to like click on links, because to find the to click on your link, go to the first website was easy, but then I looked around the website and
Wait,
found
which
certain
website? Which website was easy? Are you talking about open source ecology or learn?
uh,
Learn.opensourceecology.org.
let's see, the first page was, yeah, open source ecology, the website.
Okay.
But then to get to the wiki and then the application, that's what I read through it. I clicked on a few different links, found the apprenticeship and then the fellowship page. And I didn't want like the cost to get in, like discourage me from signing up. So when I saw that there was an opportunity to do like a work study, that's
Yeah.
what gave me the motivation to continue doing more searching. From the
Mm-hmm.
first
Mm-hmm.
initial watching of the video, I'd say that me and my friend, I'm referring to JP, we have been on this collaborative mindset for since February. I recently got him to start working out and doing calisthenics with me, and we ran into a boxer who's now become a friend and a mentor, who
Yeah.
we've been training with for the past since about February, March. So,
Yeah.
with that being said, we built this relationship of let's collaborate, let's talk to each other, and let's share good things with each other.
Huh.
So, with that being said, like, if he's willing to share this video with me and is interested in it, I'm going to do my due diligence and look through the link, watch the video, see where it
Mm-hmm.
connects to, and do more with that. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'd say the challenge is like I didn't approach it from the traditional social media mindset
Mm-hmm.
of just,
Mm-hmm.
oh, watch a video, like, scroll on. I approached it as this is my friend sharing something with me where
Yeah.
he's like, look at what is pop. Like, he was with the blueprints and the technology, the GVS 50.
Mm-hmm.
This was like, oh, if this continues, or if we can participate in this, then we'll be able to reach our dream of being able to build our own house. So I
Okay.
said, so in my mind, I was like, this is something I should pursue and at least click the link and find out more, you know?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. What do you think would be the key? Like, if we wanted to get masses of people like yourself, and how old are you?
I'm 24 years old.
24. Okay, so young people, say below 20, below 30,
Hmm.
younger people, maybe like looking for college, in college, or before college even, that kind of age group. What would be the most compelling, like, because I'm looking at, okay, let's find an irresistible offer. Would it be okay? We give scholarships. Here's a full scholarship and even a stipend, or what aspect would it be? What do you think would be like the key? Because we think we've got this amazing thing, but I was blown away that more people are not signing up, right? So that's I was
Yeah.
completely blown away. But what do you think? What do you think would be an irresistible offer?
The scholarships are a great idea. That was
Uh
a
huh.
but that's it continues to be a buzzword that goes around.
Yeah.
Um, even f- for me, and let's say JP also has a younger brother,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe he also sent the video to him.
Uh huh.
Uh, and he's a senior in high school, and we
Okay.
work out with him also.
Yep.
For him, it was kind. He's at a point where he's still, exploring his options and
Mm-hmm.
trying to find out what it is that he wants to do and wants to pursue.
Yep.
I think it's I would say like giving people a taste, because especially at that age, I see the difference between Darian and me is that like I'm like, what is it that I can get to that can get me to that next step,
Mm-hmm.
versus him and me being at his age was more like, what can I explore to find out? So especially like the certain kids, especially in like the traditional college track, they are looking for that like surefire thing, and it's like, oh, college, let me get the best college, and as long as I go to the best college, I'll get the best job.
Mm-hmm.
And they follow this like a linear track. They're not and I saw like the traditional person isn't really thinking about how to change the world as much as how can I be at the top of the world already, that's
Uh-huh.
already exists, you know?
Uh-huh.
So the like to get people like me, even in high school when I did
Mm-hmm.
the media and technology support course, I
Mm-hmm.
was looking for a class and a course that could teach me things that I could like. The whole point of the class was to learn technology and learn about things that then you can spread to other students, regular students. And like we did a rollout of Chromebooks, and I remember that like just getting people to find out the basics of like the Chromebook, or like certain features and stuff was pretty difficult, or like even teaching kids how to troubleshoot basic
Mm-hmm.
problems, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So what we found was that like, and how Chromebooks are used today, kids like they figure out a way to like watch YouTube videos. Or I saw one article about kids that would use the Google Sheets and Google Docs to talk to each other, and they
Yeah.
found out a way to do that. So like showing people like ways that it can help them in their current endeavors is something that is something that I think would grab people's attention, because I think the whole idea of like future builders, they're thinking far off when people want something more established. Whereas what I was looking for was something that I could help collaborate in and build and be a part of that process and culture of building. And for me, I'm personally thinking that you don't want that person who's just like, what's the most value for me? You want
Mm-hmm.
someone who's looking to also put in value, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. So yeah, for that, I think showing people, giving people a taste of what's already there. I think your Instagram page only had like a few videos, but like with the documentation process that you go through for people, if people have an idea, can see, oh wow, there's even 3 or 4 people, then that'll get, 8 more people or 10 more people to then say that I can do that too.
Uh-huh.
But like, yeah,
Okay. So would you say that the message should be geared towards the world changers, or no, this is how we help normal regular people just accomplish their things? If we want an irresistible offer where we want a lot of people to sign up, what do you think?
if you want a lot of people to sign up, then yeah, the second option where this is how things can help your current life.
Ah,
That's how you get a lot of people to sign up.
ah, yeah, and we're leading with the message. No, 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 this is how we transform the world here. So that's harder. But I mean, we can't give up that message because that's what we do. We're transformers. We're system transformers. And
Yes, sir.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you see yourself as a potential system transformer, or have you thought of that as your own identity as well? Like, do you want to be a system transformer, or?
Yes, sir. I 100% want to be a system transformer. Even like that weight loss experience
Yeah.
showed me how when I was a kid going through that traditional system, eating the foods and going through the day the way you're told to, and the way like the law mandates it for children, it didn't work for me. It didn't create the body or reality that I wanted. I needed to transform in order to reach my potential.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's good. Um, so regarding the, okay, as far as building the module as part of the entrance thing, I mean, how are we gonna do that? How are you able to travel to site sometime in the future?
Yes, sir. Um, like during December break, my classes end the week of December 1st through the 6th,
Uh huh.
and after that, I'm able to travel to site. And the JP, he has a truck,
Mm-hmm.
so to transport the actual to get it into, I don't know if it's like U.S. Postal Service or how, but whatever like transportation situation uh, I can get it to like the USPS or something, and I think they would be able to transport the module to site. And myself, I am free to travel. Yeah.
Can you just come in a truck, both of you guys, or
JP, he has a job, so the reason
yeah?
he's kind of in a different life standing than me.
Uh huh.
He where um he has a consistent job that he's working, and he
Okay.
wants to go back to school, so that's the only downside on that end, which is where like I had the ability to do the application and everything,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I can always talk with him more and see the commitment that he's willing to offer
Okay.
too.
I would like you to ask him. Ask him what would our program have to offer for him to choose it as opposed to going so-called back to school. Ask him that.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So I got to get going, but then I'll follow up with you on the module build so we can go through that process and
Uh-huh.
let's take it from there. So far so good, and I'll follow you on email. Okay. Does that
Yes,
sound
sir.
good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Felix. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll talk soon.
You're
Okay.
welcome, and thank you too. It was a great interview, and I appreciate you taking your time to interview me.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good evening. Bye bye.
Have a good one.
Take care.